you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Tim Duncan. The kick out to LeBron. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for Chicago. And again, Chicago turns it over. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, left side Bosch. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just fine on the clock. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And here's Brown outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Great open look there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
James. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out left to the wing. Frazier with it. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Embiid dishes to Frazier. Lets it fly. Back to Embiid. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Passes it to Frazier. No good on that one. James with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Embiid, no good.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Olajuwon. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the wide open shot from Duncan. And the Bulls with another miss. James with it. Olajuwon left side. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front, up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Boston trailing. They've got LeBron James. Chris Bosh is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5. And Chicago shooting here about 46% for the game. And the basket by Wade.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Well, we know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his team. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Need a little extra on that one.
Robinson kicks to Brunson. That 3 off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And a wide open look for James. The shot's good. Brown making the play. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Changes for Chicago. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Robinson. Kyrie Irving comes in for Wade. And it's Frazier in for Jalen Brunson. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Celtics leading by 4. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Olajuwon, and got hung up on the dunk. Quite enough elevation there, I guess. And there's the pass to Pippen. A three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. At the elbow, Olajuwon. The shot, no good. Nice D from McHale. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats, and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer, when I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Pass to Pippen. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Irving. Softly drops in the floater. Doris, when you and I think about the playoffs back in the bubble, you can see how much of an impact the fans have during games.
Personally, Kevin, I hope never to see a bubble again because the energy and the atmosphere inside NBA arenas is so electric you can almost reach out and touch it. And obviously, the players love the opportunity to perform in front of their home fans.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Chicago also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Duncan comes in for McHale. Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The drive by Wade, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Embiid. And there it is for him. And that's now 7 points for Joel Embiid.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Pippen with the steal. And now the Bulls on the break. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Dwayne Wade.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Duncan kicks to Wade. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 4. Outside for Curry. Embiid sets the pick for Curry. Intimidating move by Embiid.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Wade finds Duncan. A basket good off the assist from Wade. Duncan's got 6 points.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Here's Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett. Bulls trail by 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Embiid, the pass to Duncan. And Embiid pulls it down. Outside Anthony. Garnett outside. Stolen by Pippen. Timeout called. The Bulls.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Irving. No good on the last second attempt there.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Celtics lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Duncan out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Kevin McHale. Then there's Bird. And it's Irving at the point. Here's Wembanyama. Following the basket by LeBron James. Fires, high post. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Irving.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Edwards, that's good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Right side Irving. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Traps in the tray. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
And when Wembanyama's making that, I just don't know how you guard it.
Edwards kicks to LeBron. Inside, Davis. Kept alive by Boston. James, the pass to Davis. Great D that time from Duncan.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Davis sets a screen. Edwards dishes to Davis. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Embiid, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Pippen comes in for Bird. Wade, he's checked in for McHale. And it's Frazier in for Irving. Duncan finds Wade. Now Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
No good again that time. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 2. Out to Duncan. He's looking for Embiid and finds him for the tie. Frazier. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Wade misses.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Last break, here comes Chicago. And stolen by Butler. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are a powerhouse, but they also know they're going to get every team's best shot, and they've got to be ready. All-star Jaylen Brown says comfort will kill you. These teams aren't waiting around to let us win the game. You've got to go out and prove it every single night. Success is earned every single night. Kevin, I hope to earn success tonight with my sideline.
David, you are in the Hall of Fame, my man. You have earned it. Thank you so much. Embiid, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus.
Oh, a big move by LeBron.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
Now here's Duncan. He's got 8. He can't hit that time. Good D by LeBron. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Duncan kicks to Frazier. Lets it fly from 18.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
High post, Davis. To the middle, here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's LeBron, following the basket by Tim Duncan.
LeBron worked tirelessly early in his career on improving his range shooting, and boy, it has paid dividends.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Hakeem Olajuwon, Chris Bosh, Jaylen Brown.
12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Wade from outside. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 4 assists in the game. Bosh, the screen. With 1 on the clock, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
And so it's Boston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bosh is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's LeBron James. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Wade following the miss by Chris Bosh. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Outside for Pippen. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 10. Stolen by Pippen. Here's Embiid. Shakes him. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
So it's the Celtics now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
That is the hard-driving, big-time athleticism of Jaylen Brown on display.
Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Frazier against LeBron. Shoots from 12. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. From downtown, Joel showing off the range.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Olajuwon kicks to Bosh. Picked by Olajuwon. Bosh passes to Olajuwon. Nice D from Duncan. Bulls trail by 5. Pippen for 3. Rebound Boston. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Olajuwon left side. Gilgeous-Alexander finds James. Here's Olajuwon. 5 to shoot. Chicago grabs the miss. Duncan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Frazier. That ball's nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 5 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bosh.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosh, cool as a cucumber on that one.
3-pointer by Embiid. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight. That's
one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
It's Pippen on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Bulls making a switch here. Robinson's checked in for Duncan. McHale comes in for Embiid. Irving's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Frazier. Anthony with the screen on McHale. Garnett the pass to Carmelo. Garnett kicks to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. 4 on the shot clock.
And Pippen is a rugged defender, has tremendous length, and that helps him cover a lot of ground.
McHale passes to Robinson. Robinson with it. Poke loose. Curry is inside. He's against McHale. Good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
.59 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pippen down low. Anthony on him.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Embiid. Edwards finds Anthony. It's good from beyond the arc.
And Carmelo is a gamer. When the game is close, this guy wants the ball and, more importantly, delivers in the clutch.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Jimmy Butler is checked in for Edwards. The Bulls also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Robinson. Bird comes in for Pippen. And Irving subbed in for Jalen Brunson. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. And he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Offensive rebound. Bird outside. The three won't fall. Lets a floater go. It counts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Shea. Balanced scoring for you all tonight. What is working offensively?
Yeah, we're just trusting each other, playing for each other, doing the sets that Coach has us doing, and really just being unselfish. When you do those things like that happen.
It was a great performance all around tonight. Congrats on the win again. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.